What's going on, guys? Welcome back to Jump Ball Central. Today we're looking at the top 7 trades in NBA history. At number 7, Robert Parish and Kevin McHale to the Celtics in 1980. As usual, the rich get richer, and the Celtics front office landed a huge bargain when they traded just a couple of first-round picks to the Warriors in exchange for Robert Parish and the pick that would end up being Kevin McHale, as the duo was one of the most successful, dominant front courts in NBA history. Boston would eventually win 3 NBA championships, 1981, 84, and 86, with this standout duo down low, and both players will go down as two of the greatest glories in Boston Celtics history, with their jerseys hanging forever in the rafters of this mythical TD Garden. At number 6, Scotty Pippen to the Bulls in 1987. Pippen was one of the main reasons why the Chicago Bulls were so successful during those amazing runs, and even though Michael Jordan gets most of the credit, the GOAT himself has always recognized that Scotty's two-way impact made it quite easy for him at times. Pippen was drafted 5th overall by the Seattle Supersonics, but Chicago didn't miss a beat to send Olden Polynice, one of the most interesting prospects back in the day, and eventually Pippen would go on to become one of the best defenders in NBA history and win just 6 championships with the Bulls, while the other is a guy you have to Google to know who he really is. At number 5, Wilt Chamberlain to the Lakers in 1968. After spending his entire career at Philadelphia with the Warriors and the 76ers, Wilt Chamberlain was growing sick and tired of town and wanted to play for a major market team with a lifestyle suited for stars, forcing a move out of the team with threats of just walking away from them and changing leagues. Obviously, the Sixers were forced to deal their best player in franchise history, receiving Jerry Chambers, Archie Clark, and Darrell Umhoff in return. Eventually, Chamberlain would go on to win 1 championship and 1 MVP with the Lakers. At number 4, LeBron James to the Heat in 2010. After quite a bit of unnecessary drama, LeBron James pretty much orchestrated an ESPN special just to announce his free agency decision, stating that he was ready to take his talents to South Beach to play for the Miami Heat, something that obviously translated into rage and tears from betrayed Cavaliers fans. Even though most people think that this was just a free agency deal, it was actually a sign and trade that got the Cavs a trade exception, 2 first-round picks, 2 second-round picks, and the rights to trade picks in 2015. LeBron would go on to win a couple of rings in Miami before heading back home and winning a ring there. At number 3, Kareem AbdulJabbar to the Lakers in 1975. Kareem AbdulJabbar was definitely the best player in the world during his time with the Bucks, and he really knew it. Kareem had outgrown that small market and seemed ready for a bigger challenge, demanding to be traded immediately before the Lakers making a push for him. Sounds a lot like Wilt, doesn't it? Milwaukee would end up getting Brian Winters, Elmore Smith, Junior Bridgman, and Dave Myers, while the Lakers would get Wilt Chamberlain's successor, and one of the greatest ballers in NBA history. Alongside Magic, he won 5 rings, 3 MVPs, and became the NBA's all-time leading scorer. At number 2, Kobe Bryant to the Lakers in 1996. Kobe Bryant was yet another masterpiece by Jerry West, as he really gambled in order to land the standout shooting guard the Charlotte Hornets had taken 13th overall, sending Vlade Divac to Charlotte just to get an unproven youngster straight out of high school that had spent several time overseas. Needless to say, this move truly paid off, and even though Divac was a fan favorite, Bryant would go on to become the greatest player ever to wear purple and gold. Winner of 1 MVP and 5 NBA championships, this deal really changed the course of NBA history as we know it. And at number 1, Bill Russell to the Celtics in 1956. This has got to be the most influential deal that has ever taken place in the basketball world, as Bill Russell is considered to be the greatest winner in the history of the game and the lone player that's ever won and probably ever will win 11 NBA championships. Russell headed to the Boston Celtics because the St. Louis Hawks couldn't afford to sign him after drafting him 2nd overall, with the league forcing him to trade him to a team that could actually pay him. For that matter, they got Ed McHale and Cliff Hangen, while the Celtics would land the most dominant player of his era, and a 5-time MVP would win 11 titles in 13 years. Alright guys, thank you for watching this video of Jump Ball Central. If you enjoyed, do me a favor, hit that like button, subscribe, hit that bell so you never miss an upload, and I will see you guys in the next video. Stay safe and have a great day.